gentlemen, introducing your host from the birthplace of extreme, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at, well, an average weight for a person of his size, Shondell Wilbur.
And, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Bury the Booking Podcast, Wrestling Podcast. I am Dell, that is Devin, once again for you, and I'm not gonna lie, we ain't got much. Nothing really happened. This is a very, very boring week in pro wrestling, so that's gonna go ahead and do it for us. Right. So we this week had some things, a lot of things, a lot of stuff to get into and to unpack here, and we're gonna hit the obvious. We got some news stories, tons of rumors going around in the rumor mill in pro wrestling. But first and foremost, let us start from the top. Let us start from Monday night. Let us start from Raw. It was your typical episode of Monday Night Raw. Nothing out of the ordinary in terms of, must-see TV. We had the Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, I should say. Jey Uso, Kevin Owens, Judgment Day, all through this. It was Raw. It was a 3-hour Monday Night Raw, which pretty much was all for the purpose of Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez in the rematch for the World's Championship for the women in the main event. What was your takes? How did you feel about Monday Night Raw? It was, like I said, it's definitely just a Monday Night Raw, but did anything stand out to you on Raw?
Excuse me, sorry. The only two things that actually was holding my attention was the Jey Uso, Kevin Owens against the Judgment Day. And Rhea Ripley going against Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Then Jax returns.
Yeah, Nia Jax. We got the return. Jax. Yeah, we got the return of Nia Jax. Which, depending on who you are, depending on how you feel, could have been a good thing or a bad thing. Nia Jax definitely gets people talking for sure. No matter what side of the fence you're on, whether you like Nia Jax or whether you don't, there's not too many people in between. I'm one of those in betweens. I could take Nia or leave her. I know I know what goes around about her injuring people or being unsafe and all this, all this other stuff. But I mean, she's back. She's clearly involved in the main storyline right now, attacking Rhea Ripley and Raquel both at the end of the show to close out Raw.
She sat on her.
Yeah, she did, and smacked her a couple times too. Yeah, a couple paintbrushes across the face. But only thing I think, other than the obvious stuff that we always talk about from Monday Night Raw with Judgment Day and all, was Chad Gable's promo with Gunther about getting another shot, getting another opportunity at the Intercontinental Championship, which we talked about before. Maybe this is the time. We've already got the record being broken. Gunther's in the history books.
But what was Chad Gable doing? Why you got your ass beat. Like, there's 3 of them in the ring. You are half the size of all of them.
He's a wrestling machine.
And with the bull who came in when Chad was getting his ass beat.
Oh, to come out to help?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Give me.
I can't remember his name.
Yeah, Raw was long this week.
Cause I was watching and I'm like, Gunther looked like he was giving a little bit of respect, but still telling him like you ain't shit.
Yeah, first of all, you ruined his moment because this was his, this was the celebration for the record.
Mm-hmm.
I think next time, I think Chad takes it this time.
I don't know.
You don't see it still?
Cause he be getting fucked up.
He's durable though. If nothing, he's durable.
He's gonna have to. It's gonna be a win. Somebody's gonna have to interfere.
You think so?
Somebody's gonna have to interfere.
Think it'll be a notice?
Somebody has to. Cause you're not.
I don't know. I think you got to give it to him. I think you got to have him beat him clean in order for it to mean something. If you're gonna take Chad Gable and do something else with him, like give him put the Intercontinental Championship on him and give him a higher spot in the pecking order a little bit, to play off the popularity that he has. I think you got to have him beat Gunther clean.
I don't see how. Gunther hit too hard.
It could be something quick. It could play off of maybe a small roll up, maybe I mean, he's not going to submit him.
No,
maybe he gets him.
Not at all.
Maybe they do a thing where maybe he chokes him out. Maybe he passes out. Maybe he can't answer a count. Something.
Chad choking out Gunther?
Listen, Chad Gable is an Olympian. That's what he does. He can do it.
I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know.
I mean, we could go that way. We can go with a quick win, maybe like a surprise something. Maybe Imperium backhandedly costs Gunther the match, like trying to aid him, and then it turns into something where who knows.
Okay,
but I think you gotta have Chad win this one, or else it's pointless now to have another match and Chad Gable doesn't win it and doesn't take the Intercontinental Championship. But we'll see what happens. But I think there should be a title change the next go around for it. Yeah, I think it's about time, and then you can move Gunther on to other things. I mean, the Royal Rumble's coming back up in the beginning of the year. You can put him back after that fantastic performance last year, like on the map, just going the distance in the Royal Rumble there. So they they definitely put stock in him. Anyway, so maybe he's set for a repeat performance in the Rumble, or who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe a program with Rollins down the line. We don't know. But speaking of title changes, and we got a title change on NXT on Tuesday. Pretty much we had, again, the NXT was a very much NXT show, but Becky Lynch shows up on NXT to take on the defending Tiffany Stratton for the NXT Women's Championship, and Becky Lynch finally gets the NXT Women's Championship. She checks that box off, and now she grand slams, which is, it's fine, whatever. I'm assuming here that Tiffany Stratton gets a rematch, and she gets the title back off of Becky, gets the win off Becky Lynch, and further catapults her to the star that WWE looks like they want her to be. So that's just my bold prediction here. But I mean, the match was fine. Tiffany Stratton's okay. She's they clearly see a lot in her to give her the match with Becky Lynch, number one, and then I'm pretty sure she's gonna get a rematch and get the championship back there at some point for that. Tuesday, though, before that happened, something else happened. We finally got the finalization of the merger between Endeavor and WWE, UFC. The TKO Holdings is finally a thing. We now have this giant this giant company that houses the UFC and WWE all under the same umbrella. So get ready for some things. Maybe things change a lot on the surface. Maybe they don't. But we know for a fact we're going to be seeing and hearing some interesting things coming up with that. How do you feel about this?
Now, excuse me. Now, I'm not sure. Like, I know Dana White was removed as president. I don't think there's going to be huge changes on the surface right now.
Right.
I think a lot of stuff is going to be behind the scenes and things like that, so they can find out exactly what groove they're going to fall in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not 100% cool with having, like, I know Dana White. I believe it was Dana White who was
he's going to do the UFC
crossovers
stuff
and stuff. But I don't want to see my pro wrestlers in the UFC ring.
So here's the thing, and I think we're going to get more of the UFC guys. I think we're going to get more crossover from UFC over to WWE. Cool. Now the plan.
I don't want my pro wrestlers getting in the UFC ring. Like, that's real. You get hurt in WWE, but
yeah,
UFC, they destroying each other.
Yeah, I mean, like, you do have some people who might be excited for it. Some people who have done MMA in the past, like you have Bobby Lashley, who's MMA, Matt Riddle, you know, guys like that could easily transition back because they've done it. You know, they have that. But like for that, I do, like you said, I see a lot more crossover from maybe, you know, some people from UFC who maybe have had like their last fights, or, you know, still want to get into something physical, that may transition over to WWE.
People who aren't good UFC fighters, you know, come on over.
Come on over.
Let's see how your chops are in the UFC, in the WWE. I don't know too many. I watch UFC, but I don't know too many names.
Right.
And stuff like that.
And that's the plan also. I know the talk was, which is an impossible task if you ask me, they said they want every UFC fan to be a WWE fan and every WWE fan to be a UFC fan.
No.
That's not happening.
Not at all.
That's impossible. We're not getting this.
You got people who follow UFC.
Absolutely.
And they look down on wrestling.
Exactly.
So they're not going to jump on board. You'll probably pull a couple fans.
Yeah, you'll get a couple. You're
not breaking a bank or nothing like that.
No, I think you're not going to get a huge number the other way, but I think you will get more wrestling fans who'll watch UFC.
Yeah.
As opposed to, you know, hardcore UFC fans. They're not going to make that switch over to watch WWE.
No, they're not about all that conversation and stuff like that. They're looking to see people get mangled.
Right. Now, there could be a slight curiosity if we were just talking about if maybe one of their favorite fighters decides to, you know, transition over into wrestling. Who knows? We could have, you know, the way people followed Ronda Rousey over, you know, things like that. Who knows? I'm sure it's going to be cross-pollination, but you're not going to get a gigantic turnaround for that. I'm just not seeing that. But they were also talking about the potential of having joint events, like a must-see, like a destination thing where you have UFC and WWE maybe, you know, either in the same city or at the same venue for like a day or 2 days, or, you know, something like that where they just hold joint events. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a octagon match at the Royal Rumble, or you know what I mean, something weird like that.
like that and like pay-per-view or PPV or whatever the hell they're
PLEs
doing.
or yeah.
Like, UFC fights are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But WrestleMania, you run a WrestleMania event, you're not breaking the bank. Like, I want to know how that's going to mix.
Yeah,
over,
like if you got the network on Peacock, you're watching WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like people aren't paying I don't even know at this point, maybe $60-$70 for WrestleMania on pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
You'll just get a Peacock subscription and you're good to go. UFC, they have their pay-per-view model. So you order the fights, you order the events. Do they do a thing where, they package that in? Is it a bundle deal? Is it I would think you would have to.
Where do I watch UFC? Is that Hulu? One of my apps has UFC on it.
Like a Fight Pass or something like that, like a UFC Fight Pass. I know my Xbox. I know I had it on Xbox at one point, but I don't have the Fight Pass thing.
Cause I know like my Hulu, I get my sports, but I also have like ESPN Plus.
Okay.
I swear one of these apps had UFC fights on it. I could have swore I saw something like that, but I'm not 100% sure. Peacock, it's got football.
Yeah, you get the
shit like that.
Right.
But who had the UFC? Was it? It might have been Paramount Plus. I just got rid of Paramount Plus because they've been dropping the ball on the programming. Like after Star Trek, what do I need you for?
Yeah, I guess so.
Like,
yeah, you killed all that again, right? Picard
yeah.
and all that.
I'm all caught up.
So you're out.
I can't remember. I know it wasn't Crunchyroll.
Yeah, no. Imagine that. That's the next merger.
They got some great sport shows. Kuriko's basketball. I just watched that.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, we'll see. This is going to take time. It's not going to be an instantaneous thing, but I'm pretty sure you'll start seeing, sprinkles of cross promotion.
Yeah,
and, everything like that going into it. And we'll watch it, and.
But here's the thing: can you name any top UFC fighters?
Right now, I haven't watched UFC in quite a while. Like everybody, and crossover wise, everybody goes straight to Conor McGregor. Everyone says like, "Oh, I'd love to see Conor McGregor do something in WWE and this and that."
No.
And I'm like, I wouldn't. I'm not. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not seeing that.
Conor McGregor, that's the guy that punched the old man in the bar. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but who's tougher? The old man who took it or the man throwing it? I think the old man who took it. Like he ate that. He still finishes his drink. Like you got BJ Bean, Antonio, I don't know. Dominic Cruz. I know Dominic Cruz.
Okay.
Holloway, Max Holloway. Like some of these people I have no clue. Junior Dos Santos.
Oh, Junior Dos Santos, I remember him.
I don't know. Frankie Edgar.
Okay, I've heard of Frankie.
I
I don't see these people crossing over though. Like those, like those names, like the ones
they
that you
might.
name.
Some of these cats is like Matt Hughes. Matt Hughes, he's a good welterweight fighter. And I could see him dabbling a little bit,
Maybe they do like one of those old school brawl brawls that WWE had before, where they had the boxing, the boxing. They maybe do like a MMA brawl for all type thing, where they mix in some of the amateur wrestlers. They have amateur wrestling backgrounds from WWE, and then mix them with like the UFC fighters or something. Do like a tournament, or maybe have maybe make like another championship for some hybrid of the two.
Oh, never mind. about Matt Hughes. Matt Hughes drove his truck over a railroad track and was struck by a train.
So there's that.
Yeah, significant skull and head trauma, placing a medical induced coma for a period of time. Yeah, he can wrestle. He not UFCing no more.
No, of course not. No.
He ate a train.
Well, you know.
Bloody cool.
Yeah. Yeah, there's that.
That's tough as shit though. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
like
The story after that.
Like, yo, like, what you doing with your life? Yeah, I was outside and I hit a train.
Yeah,
You
top
should
top
see the
that
fucking
one.
train.
Top that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, top that.
How many? Joe Rogan, WWE. Joe Rogan. I'm such a Joe Rogan fan.
After all this is where you're gonna hang your hat.
I
This
just
is
thought about that.
You're so excited.
Can you imagine Joe Rogan on the mic? I need to see Joe Rogan in WWE. I need to see Joe Rogan.
He could do that hybrid thing.
Yes. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, time will tell what they do, what avenues they go through with this, and we'll see. Now that we have these together, we'll see what WWE looks like. Moving forward, whether they bring in, how they bring new people in, how they usher maybe some fighters in.
Mm-hmm.
What do they do with the talent they have right now? There's been
Triple H is excited. He posted it on X. He's like, "Oh, this is the most exciting time in our industry." Something, I don't remember what he said. He said something extra.
Yeah, he's still holding on to some of the power that he has, but ultimately Vince is in charge of the wrestling aspect of this new TKO company here. So Vince will have the ultimate say, but Triple H does remain in power. The power that he has right now. So, which is a good thing. Time, like I said, time will tell how they implement these new things, and moving forward with maybe different events, different match types, different, who knows.
Keep it fun.
Yeah, keep it fun.
Keep it fun, keep it entertaining. That's it. Like, I don't care who you bring in the ring, just don't bore the shit out of me.
Yeah, that's gonna be the thing.
That's it.
Yeah, keep it entertaining. Let's also try to keep it entertaining with some of the rumors. Talking about bringing in people, maybe not. There was a lot of is he, isn't he, will he, won't he, towards the beginning of the week with Edge, as it has been the past several weeks after he had his last match in WWE with Sheamus. So, the speculation was, I believe they took him off of the roster page in WWE, and then they put him back in. They moved him to a spot where non-active wrestlers are, and of course everybody's like, oh well, then he's off of there. That certainly means he's done. Certainly means he'll be in AEW at Arthur Ashe, and he'll be doing this and that. It's like, slow down.
Yeah.
No one knows what happens. You never say never. He could return to WWE for all we know. He
needs to fall back.
You think so?
I think he needs to fall back a little bit. I think he needs to take a little bit of time, and you had that big match, great match.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, this is he said last year that he wasn't long for wrestling anymore anyway. So he is winding down.
I don't want to see him gone completely. You know what I mean? No, I don't want you wrestling. But I would like to see you interfering with some matches, causing some doing some things. I don't want to see you in no full match. Like,
now,
you've been around too long. Your body can't take it.
I will say this. Now, would you like to see the jump to AEW? Maybe
I don't want him wrestling.
Well, maybe he just reunites with Christian. Maybe him and Christian do something.
Yeah.
And who knows? They would probably have to get a match out of him, because I was about to say, the Hardys are over there. Matt and Jeff Hardy are over there. You could do an Edge and Christian.
Each other.
Yeah, you can do an Edge and Christian versus the Hardys. I'm sorry. You would have to do an Adam Copeland and Christian Cage versus the Hardys, because the Edge name will stay in WWE if he jumps, obviously. But you could do something like that. I mean, if that's the route that he would go.
Because my thing is, I look at him like he's still looking in better shape than I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's in good shape.
But I don't want to see you getting in the ring and accidentally getting hurt. Then we lose you for a long time. Again.
I mean, you gotta think at this point, he's like an injury away from just being like, you know what? Mm-hmm. I mean, and if this was his last match, who knows if he's content with, the match with Sheamus. We don't know until we know.
Make him a manager.
Could see that.
Getting some talent, doing his thing.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see, man. Yeah, we'll see. Like, it's always going to be, until there's a decision made, it's always going to be this will he, won't he, and then we'll fantasy book, and then we'll speculate and see. Oh well, this would be cool if he if he did this, or this would be cool if he did that, and we'll see what that. Talking of a potential jump, there are heavy, strong rumors out there of one Jade Cargill making the jump from AEW over to WWE. So that's it's been a really big talk. A lot of people are saying, how could AEW have effed this one up in terms of having Jade's star power in AEW and losing her to WWE, which I mean, if it happens again, we don't know until we know.
She had a match.
Yeah, she had a rematch for the TBS championship.
Yeah.
Which does give you a little bit of an implication that she may actually be done with AEW, because when Chris Statlander made a return, she beat the unbeatable Jade Cargill for the TBS championship. She broke the streak, and Jade disappeared off of TV. Jade was gone. Jade was done. Chris Statlander, was having her championship matches and, just doing some good work in the AEW women's division until last week, a Collision, where Jade Cargill made her shocking return back and came out, looked first like she was going to help Chris Statlander, and then took her out, and everyone's like, okay, well, AEW's building to Arthur Ashe. They got a big show coming up at the Arthur Ashe Stadium this Wednesday. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But they also have a pay-per-view coming up on October 1st called Wrestle Dream. So we're like, okay, these are two big shows that are on the horizon for AEW. That looks like a money match, the rematch between Jade and Chris Statlander. And no, that we got this match already, and we got it on Friday Rampage. We got it on the 1 hour Rampage show, which is the show that virtually no one watches. And I'm like, we just gonna give away that match on, like, we're not selling it, we're not, so which led me to believe that. And spoiler alert, I mean, if we're talking about Jade making a jump here, we obviously know she didn't win the match, right? We know that Chris Statlander beat Jade Cargill clean. I mean, it's not a secret here if we're talking about a potential jump to.
They even hugged it out.
Yeah, a potential
hugged it out.
Could have been a goodbye hug.
Yeah.
There's always the speculation after, when rumors start swirling, and then maybe a person saying their goodbyes, maybe they're, who knows. but that adds fuel to the fire, definitely, to possibly Jade actually making that jump to WWE. But who knows? She could also just want to not wrestle. I mean, I don't see it. She just cut her teeth into wrestling in AEW, and I couldn't see WWE not throwing a whole bunch of money at her to come over. She has she's very marketable. Jade has a look. She has the look, and WWE, I'm pretty sure, would be chomping at the bit to have her and put her on camera and, do whatever it is that they would do with her. And then here, that's another thing here with the new company with TKO and Endeavor and all that. Who knows if Jade, she does have a marketable look. Maybe Jade is enticed by what may be over here. Endeavors is I believe it's a talent company. They're an agency. So she could be fast tracked to be way out there. The exposure could be huge, more so than what an AEW could give her.
Yo, I cannot go to the gym this long to look like this.
Yes, it's ridiculous, right? It is absolutely ridiculous.
That's crazy.
And then, and now I'm thinking about that. What if that entices someone else from an AEW to maybe want to go over to WWE to see what this new, with this new agency, if people have aspirations to maybe be in TV, maybe be in movies, maybe have that crossover. WWE does have that juice and a little bit more of it now, partnering with Endeavor.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
But again, we never know until we know. But yeah, who's to say? But I mean, I could see her in WWE. The thing is, I couldn't see her in NXT. Like she has the main roster look. Like Jade's a star. She looks like a star. But the thing is, she's been wrestling in AEW. She would have to learn and get acclimated to the WWE style of wrestling pretty quickly. But I mean, that's what the Performance Center's for. That's what all those. And I'm sure they would put her in a program with someone who would help it along. You know what I mean? But yeah, if it happens, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see that. Jade's marketable. She's very, very marketable. She was marketable in AEW, but we've talked about AEW's women's division and the struggles they have.
They're not doing their best over there.
Yeah, no. AEW's women's division is not the best. Talent's there. Talent's certainly there, but just the way it's handled, the way they're booked, the way, they're kind of almost like an afterthought on a lot of shows. That's not. It's not the best. And someone with, with the stature and someone with that marketable look, WWE's going to put that right into the forefront. They just know how to do that. They just, that's what they do. So, it'll be interesting to see what happens there if we see Jade pop up in WWE a lot sooner than later.
Never know.
You never know. Speaking of Arthur Ashe, we have a show coming up this Wednesday for Arthur Ashe. Can we talk about AEW really quickly and why this Arthur Ashe show has a lot better build than the 2 weeks of pay-per-views that we had with All In and All Out? Like, I'm excited for this show. I'm excited for Grand Slam on Wednesday. Like, if we look at it, we have Samoa Joe and MJF for the AEW World Championship.
He whooped Strong's ass.
Yeah, and I remember I said I thought Roddy was going to win. I thought Roddy was going to win. They were going to do
I'm
the
a
Joe match at the
Samoa
pay-per-view.
Joe fan.
Yeah, which is good. But I'm like, if Joe kind of didn't need to win the tournament, if we were already leaning towards Joe, and I kind of thought Roderick Strong would have been okay to win this and maybe do the pay-per-view match with. I don't know where they're going with this, but we'll see. Either way, they have build, they have history, they have something to get you interested in. Samoa Joe and MJF clearly, have the history, and they've been hitting at this as well.
See, I think the direction that might be going with that is you got Strong. The neck thing is hilarious, so funny.
It's awesome. Oh God, yeah, it's awesome. Roddy is hilarious.
He screamed out, "Adam, I can't see you.
I can't see you."
That had me dying.
Oh my God, the neck thing, neck health, man. Listen, neck health is real, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes,
neck health is real.
I think there might be Strong and Adam. There's got to be something going on between them. There's got to be a match or something going on between them.
Yeah, there's something like I'm still under the belief that we're gonna get. I still think we're gonna get Adam Cole and Roderick Strong and Matt Taven, Mike Bennett and the Kingdom. I think we're gonna get them teaming up. I think we're gonna get a group here. I think we're just laying the groundwork for that ultimate turn from Adam against MJF. I still think we're gonna get there at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel it. But right now the build at the end of the show was the motivation, I'm pretty sure, for MJF, with Adam Cole getting choked out by Samoa Joe at the end of the show.
That was great.
So you add another layer to that. So it gives MJF, not only does he have problems with Samoa Joe to begin with, he also got his best bud, got his brochacho taken out. So that's added a little bit more fuel to the fire, a little bit more to wanting to see this main event here. We also have on the Arthur Ashe show, you got Saraya defending the AEW Women's World Championship against Toni Storm, who is doing. Toni Storm is awesome. I've always been a Toni Storm fan, but like the like the gimmick right now with the Marilyn Monroe like actress thing is absolutely. I'm entertained.
I didn't think she's going. I didn't see her winning
the 4-way match. Yeah, I didn't either. Like, I didn't think we were gonna get to that. Close.
But as soon as she won, she took off.
Yeah, I mean,
she's like, "I won. I'm out."
Yeah,
just ran off stage.
And she does the little thing where she's yeah, it's awesome. But yeah, so built there. Clearly, stemming from the All-In pay-per-view in Wembley where Saraya won the championship, and they had their back and forth, and seemingly Tony and the Outcasts are at odds. So, there's history there. There's the friends turned enemies thing there, stable mates going at it with Saraya and Tony here. Getting back. I mean, I'm pretty sure MJF is retaining the championship here at Arthur Ashe on Wednesday. What do you don't see a title change here?
I don't.
You would like it because you like Samoa Joe.
I want Samoa Joe to win.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna win.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't see Joe winning.
I'm hoping. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, anything is gonna happen. I mean, Joe's gonna beat him up. Joe's gonna bruise him. Joe's gonna work on the neck, all that stuff. We just know that's gonna happen. But ultimately MJF, I predict is gonna win. Who do you have winning? Toni Storm and Saraya.
Actually, got Storm winning.
Got her winning the championship again.
Yeah.
All right, short title reign for Saraya, maybe. Possible. It's possible.
Yeah. She's had a lot of time on camera.
Yeah, it's possible. She could win the championship. It would be her third, I would believe. It'd be her third win.
Okay.
But, I mean, I can definitely see it. I can definitely see that happening, but I don't know if Saraya loses the championship so early, like within a couple weeks. Like, she just won that championship. I mean, I don't know. You never
you
know.
don't know.
They could start doing a hot potato thing with the AEW Women's World Championship, which I don't recommend, but it could happen.
Okay.
You got the the battle between the La Sex Gods.
That was weird.
Oh, the Sex Gods. Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara in a one-on-one match here. I mean, if nothing, there's history. Jericho and Sammy go back from the first episode of Dynamite when they built when Jericho came up with the Inner Circle, and Sammy's being that good soldier, being that loyal guy with Jericho through all the ups and downs, through all of Jericho's poor decisions, or
Jericho comes off real pervy to me. Like I'm not saying you a bad guy, but I wouldn't leave you alone with my kids. Like,
it's
something
about it.
And I don't remember Chris Jericho being like this.
Well, this is old man Jericho. This is Jericho who seemingly sees something in Sammy Guevara that reminds him of him when he was younger. So something about maybe wanting to, take him under his wing and maybe try to, who knows?
Oh no, I don't trust Jericho.
You're just uncomfortable.
Just very uncomfortable.
I think Jericho cheats to beat Sammy in this, and then drives a further wedge in between this thing, or maybe even splits it up altogether. Right. If Jericho is the win, I think it's going to be something underhanded for Jericho to win. I think we may get something where he doesn't think he can beat Sammy, and then he takes a shortcut to beat him. Maybe that's possible.
Sammy said he needed this.
Sammy did say he needed it.
He need this W.
Yeah, maybe he cheats to win.
Okay, I'm all right with that.
Yeah, there's gonna be some chicanery in the match. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be a clean win here.
No.
Whoever comes out the victor for that match. We also get the match that I've been wanting to see anyway. We're gonna get a title for title match between Claudio Castagnoli and Eddie Kingston. Claudio's Ring of Honor World Championship is going to be on the line, as well as Kingston's New Japan Strong Open Weight Championship. We already know about the bad blood here. Does Eddie Kingston beat Claudio?
No.
You don't think so?
Not this one.
I could kind of see it a little bit. Because I think Eddie needs a big win. He could get it. He could get it. I don't know. I think Eddie Kingston is due for one. He's due for a big one. He's the New Japan Strong Openweight champion right now, so he's doing a lot of stuff with New Japan. And I think that being Ring of Honor champion, I don't know. Maybe the popularity from him could get people to actually watch Ring of Honor. They could use the other views. I don't know. I'm gonna say Claudio loses to Eddie.
It's not gonna get nobody watching Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I was wishful thinking. Nobody's gonna watch it. Hey, look, I mean, it's too much. It's too much of the same product. It looks way too, as much as they try to make it different, it's still very much an AEW. You know what I mean? It just it doesn't differentiate itself too much from the AEW product as much as it should, I should say.
Okay.
I'm used to my Ring of Honor smaller, more compact, more intimate, more, and then I don't know, man. It's the action's there. The action in the wrestling's there. Because like I said, AEW, the roster who is exclusive to Ring of Honor, you're not gonna get bad matches out of them. They know how to perform. They know how to put on matches. But it's just more of the same, really. We also have Jon Moxley defending the International Championship against Rey Fenix.
Big Bill.
Oh yeah,
when he was fighting Big Bill.
Yeah, Moxley.
That's
Bill.
when he won.
Yeah.
He got beat recently, Big Bill, didn't he? No, he won. He lost against John.
Yeah, Moxley
on the 13th, but he won on the 16th during Collision.
On the Collision match, yeah. I mean,
I don't see Big Bill. I'm over him, and I'm new to the game.
you're already out. You're not sold on the Big Bill Ricky Starks pairing.
No,
I mean I like Ricky Starks. I've liked Ricky, but yeah, I can take Big Bill or leave him. I was never really a Big Bill / Big Cass fan back in the End Zone Cass days. I wasn't I mean he's fine for being the muscle for Ricky Starks, which is cool. If we keep doing that, I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with that. That's a good, be good to watch him in that role for, the heater for Ricky. But, we'll see. We also have Darby and Sting versus Christian Cage and Luchasaurus tag match. Yeah. We know all this all too well. Every week we see some form of this, whether it be with Nick Wayne implemented in Christian, Darby, Darby and Sting as the package here. Like, the card here is, we had way more build for the show we're going to get for free than the 2 ones we had to pay for.
Yeah, right?
I don't know, man. I don't know, but I mean, like I said, I am looking forward to the show. It's going to be interesting to see what happens on the other side of the Grand Slam on Wednesday. I think Wednesday's date is what, the 20th? If I'm not mistaken,
17, 18,
we are recording on the 17th.
18th is Monday, 19th is Tuesday, 20th is Wednesday.
Okay, yeah. Hey, look at that! I did a thing. I figured it out. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're recording on Sunday the 17th. So we're looking forward to that. Something that we might not have been looking forward to, because something we didn't know we were going to get. Friday night, of course, we cannot go without talking about the return of The Rock to WWE SmackDown. How we feeling here?
I wasn't excited to see The Rock.
No.
Well, because here's the thing. I like The Rock. I don't like Dwayne Johnson.
Fair.
When he got on the mic, it felt like old school back when I used to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Wrestling. Reminded me back when wrestling was good, especially when he got on the mic.
Right.
I was excited about that. Very, very excited. But I don't really need to see you.
Yeah,
what is he going to offer?
I don't know. So he made his shocking debut back. First we got Pat McAfee on the show. Then we got Austin Theory out, and then we got The Rock after Pat McAfee dropped a lot of hints about the people and the Rockies and all this other stuff. But we got. What is he going to offer? I don't know. But the telling thing is that we actually got some physicality from him, though. So he did a spine buster in the people's elbow. I know it's just the spine buster and the people's elbow. However, there was some physicality involved. He did things. It wasn't just, a talking and addressing the crowd and, verbally berating Austin Theory, which is what he did. And you know what? I will say this. I need to say this. Most of the time, Austin Theory on the microphone is week by week he gets better. Mm-hmm. But I feel like Austin Theory did great in this one. Like this promo, like I felt it. Like I was in. Like he had me. You know, I was like, damn. I'm like Austin Theory is, and I think also because you like the world's watching this one. The Rock is here. Yeah. You can ill afford to not bring your A game to this one right here. Mm-hmm. Like you gotta make this one work. And I feel like he did here. Austin Theory was good in the segment. He took the spine buster, took the people's elbow. Who knows? The Rock stuck around for a little bit on the show. Had the interaction with John Cena.
Yeah.
Which was something. It's like the two old guys returning and having a smile and a hug, even though the Rock was around before Cena, but veterans back nonetheless, and Cena's pretty much here for an extended stay in WWE, so he's back. And I mean, you gotta think too, I'm pretty sure a lot of the fact that there's a strike in Hollywood might have something to do with.
That's the big thing. You can't act. So, well, you really can't act. I don't care what project you're a part of. You can't act, and now you really can't act. So, what's the next thing to do?
Yeah,
come back to wrestling.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and who's like, what projects are you holding on to right now to tell you can't be physical in the ring? You ain't doing nothing right now. But yeah, so I don't know where we go from here with this. There was no interactions at all between The Rock and any member of the Bloodline, so there's that. Because automatically when people see The Rock on TV and he shows up on SmackDown, everybody's thinking, are we finally going to do the Roman thing? Like, is he going to say something? Is he going to brush up against somebody? Is he going to bump into Paul Heyman? Is he going to bump into Jimmy? Is he going to bump into Solo? Is something going to happen here? We didn't get none of that. Not to say it isn't to come, but, who knows? And maybe, The Rock's availability may have something to do with the fact that we didn't see anything. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's huge news coming out of that. I can say I certainly wasn't expecting that. When I watched SmackDown, I wasn't expecting to see, The Rock. And I'm pretty sure everyone in the crowd wasn't expecting to see The Rock because the roof blew off the place. And like you said, whether or not you like Dwayne, people are they're gonna react when The Rock, especially having The Rock in WWE. That's the thing. That's the moment, right? Everyone, that is an iconic moment for someone who is synonymous with WWE. So
The Rock's good. The Rock is good.
Yeah.
Dwayne Johnson is the franchise killer. Because when he first came out, I was like, damn, SmackDown is done. We're not going to get no more SmackDown.
This is SmackDown's last episode.
I was like, oh, man. But it was good. It was good seeing him back in the ring, Yeah,
you don't mind seeing him where we're comfortable with seeing him. You don't mind seeing him because in our minds, The Rock is home. The Rock's where The Rock should be,
Yes.
So you don't mind that so much. But yeah, no, and SmackDown was okay. SmackDown was a lot more stomachable, a lot more digestible than sitting through 3 hours of Monday Night Raw.
It was one thing about SmackDown that.
So we're gonna get to which I think is becoming our episode weekly segment, is LA Knight. Devin, how did we feel about LA Knight versus The Miz?
Trash. You piece of. I'm gonna be. No, fuck it.
Go in.
It was horrible. He shouldn't have won. I don't know what everybody's doing. I don't know what the WWE is doing. I don't know what they trying to accomplish in this world.
They're reacting to the money.
The money.
They're reacting. He's moving merch right now, man. He's popular. They're trying to cash in on this thing. They're trying to cash in on the popularity, which they usually don't. Which they haven't done in the past. I shouldn't say. It takes them a long time to be like to butt the fans here, because the fans sometimes, you know, they're like, yo, we like this person, we're cheering this person. WWE's like, shut the fuck up, we're not doing it. And they do it all the time. And I think this is the time where you really wish they were still like, shut the fuck up, we're not doing it.
I have a client, I work with an individual who every time I see him, I want to kick him straight in the teeth. And he knows I cannot stand.
He's well aware
of it.
Nice.
And every time I see him, I don't even have to be like, I could be just going someplace, and he'll see me and scream it out. I'm like, yo, just step in front of my car. Like, but the match was good. I was entertained by the match.
Yeah, it was a paint by numbers Miz match. Miz is going to give you that, you know, the same type of match, which Miz is still here. It clearly works. You know.
Yep.
And I mean, of course, we know when they showed the graphic for the match that was going to happen last week. We know LA Knight was going to win the match. They're still,
of course.
It's. I mean, why not? You know. And you kind of felt like this one, even before last week, you know, like, all right, well, LA Knight's clearly going to win this. What now? You're not going to do another match with LA Knight and The Miz. We're kind of beating the dead horse here. So now that we have given LA Knight his couple of wins, we're keeping his momentum going. Of course, he's rising in popularity week after week. Then we look to like, all right, what now? What's next now? We're done with The Miz. We can't keep doing the Miz thing. But WWE has done that before. Like, they've done like just wrestle The Miz every week for 3 months, and we're like, what the?
Nah,
why?
Don't milk it like that.
They've been a lot better. They've been a lot better since Triple H has been implemented into things, as to not stretching those things so far out that way. So LA Knight cut a promo here naming people who holds championships and says he wants gold. So who knows in what direction he's going to. In that, he mentioned people from Raw, he mentioned people from SmackDown, he even mentioned Roman Reigns, which got the very next segment of Paul Heyman and Solo Sikoa looking on. So are we foreshadowing something in the future maybe something between Roman and LA Knight? He ain't there yet. LA Knight ain't there yet. He ain't Roman ready, I should say, right now. So he's, you know, I would say US Championship, you know, get him that first. Build some more meaningful wins over other people. Have a couple more rivalries, you know, before we can't jump from Miz to Roman. We're not.
Yeah. I agree with you on that. I do agree with you.
We're not doing that, you know. But you know, we'll see what happens in the saga of LA Knight to your dismay.
Break an ankle.
Hey, I mean.
Easy.
Easy. Aaron Rodgers, ACL.
Yeah.
Oh, what a that sucked. I mean, if you had Aaron Rodgers, if you play fantasy football, you had Aaron Rodgers. That's a tough one.
Yeah,
that's rough. That was rough.
He ain't coming back. He might not be back next year.
Yeah, I mean, he's, you know, who knows.
Ooh, injury.
Yeah, that was oof, and all that too. Like the whole off season, everybody, like, if you're a Jet fan, you were just ready for this, and
oh well.
Yeah, oh well. Well, moving on. Moving right along. We had this segment with Grayson Waller and John Cena at the end to close out. And I mean, I again, I'll say it again. I like Grayson Waller. I like Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. I hope we do something more with those two. He did shout him out saying that, complete lies though, saying that Austin Theory beat up The Rock earlier on in the night. So I was like, yeah, which is awesome. Like I said, I need to see them as a thing. Like Grayson Waller needs to be a thing with Austin Theory. I just think it's there. But we got John Cena, of course, and Jimmy Uso comes out because Jimmy is he in the bloodline? Is he not? He's not, but does Solo want him in the bloodline? Does Solo not? Does Roman not? There's a whole lot going on here. Still, actually taking back a little bit, Judgment Day. That's just, we still have talking about Jimmy Uso. He's getting recruited by the Judgment Day as well as Jay on Raw. So the Judgment Day's trying to recruit both Usos individually on both shows.
I think I brought that up. That's where he was going to go. Judgment. I feel like Judgment Day is where he should be. Forget the bloodline. He can get in the Judgment Day.
Now we talking Jimmy or Jay?
Jimmy. I don't talk about Jay Uso too much.
Yeah, because Jay is a stone baby face. Jay ain't going in the Judgment Day. Jay is
But I think it's Jimmy. He can slide into the Judgment Day, and
maybe gets rejected. Maybe gets rejected again by the bloodline and joins Judgment Day.
Yeah. But we don't talk about Jay Uso. Ugh.
So it's LA Knight and Jay Uso.
Yeah, they can join forces. I don't like neither one of them.
What's about Jay? What's Jay Uso?
Jay, he just like, it just seemed like he looked like he about to cry all the time. Like his feelings is always hurt, so emotional. Like
he's been through a lot, man.
I get that.
I get that.
It's
the trauma. It's the bloodline trauma, man.
You gotta work through that trauma. Like there's counseling, something, or just stop being a punk. Like get over it. I don't know why. And I feel as though Jay could be something greater than what he is.
Yeah, I can see. I see more of if they continue this, continue the split and stretch this out for however long they are. I can see. I mean, crowd's already behind Jey Uso, so I can see Jay more so because he took off when Jimmy got injured. When Jimmy was out on injury, and all Roman had pretty much was Jay, and he was pretty much doing the dirty work for Roman. He became main event Jey Uso, and being the right hand man of Roman, and that's pretty much where he started stepping his game up because he was forced to be a single star then, so it wasn't any more tag team. So that's when we started getting okay. All right, well, we have something here with Jay as a singles, but then when Jimmy's ready, of course you're putting the Usos back together, and then intertwined with the whole bloodline thing, and this was a good time to split them, and we'll see where they go with that. But Jimmy, we don't know where Jimmy is going. We don't know what's up. Jimmy's in stuff. He's got his hand in many pots here. He's got some interaction with Judgment Day. He's beaten AJ Styles on SmackDown now. Which is, whatever. We're trying to get Jimmy over. I'm okay with it. And, he's in main event segments with John Cena, Jimmy Uso. So, I don't know.
We'll see what happens. That's the whole thing. We gotta wait.
Yeah, we gotta wait. We gotta see what happens.
Everything's to be continued.
Yeah, and, it's I think a week ago I was like, that's Jimmy Uso thing. I don't really, whatever. But like now I'm a little more so. I'm slightly more interested in what's going on with Jimmy. Actually, I'm a little more interested what's going on with Jimmy now than Jay, because we already know where Jay stands on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
the thing is, what the hell's going on with Jimmy? And we'll see. Like you said, everything is a wait and see. So we'll see what happens next week. Cena, who knows if The Rock will be back next week?
He probably will. He ain't got nothing else to do with his time, facing that controversy that over in Hawaii, him and Oprah.
Yeah, who knows? Now if he shows up again next week, that'll get more people being like, okay, something they're gonna
fight.
have to. Then people are gonna be like, all right, something's clearly happening. Like, why you just because everyone's used to The Rock coming in and then just disappearing like a one-off. He'll pop up. Oh my God, The Rock came back, and then you won't see him until like a year and a half from now.
He needs him and Cena.
Yeah, I was thinking now maybe we could do. Being they had the interaction with Austin Theory and The Rock and Grayson Waller, even though there was a lot of stuff going on in the Grayson Waller show with Cena.
Yeah.
Maybe you get Rock and Cena versus Waller and Austin Theory.
I'm for it.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. You know, I'm okay. Sign me up for that. But again, we don't know until we know. Same thing about Jade. We don't know till we know. Same thing about everything. Same thing about having a UFC match.
We can speculate.
At WrestleMania, we're gonna have we can put an octagon inside of like a Hell in a Cell in the cage. So like put like the octagon, but then put the Hell in a Cell over top of it.
There you go.
I don't know, something stupid. Let's get crazy. Why not?
Yeah, shit.
They got it all now.
Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh yeah, it happened.
So
wait.
You can do something. If AEW could do something that trashy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
WWE could put some money together and do something really good.
Yeah, give us something. Something
Nothing's
weird.
gonna be as bad as that.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Then next week we'll be talking about something that was worse.
Jesus, yeah.
You never know.
Never know what's going on with these people.
Yeah, but we'll be there, like we are every week.
Every week.
That's going to do it for us on the Bury the Booking podcast for this one. It was fun talking about, potentials and just off the wall crazy stuff. Who knows what we're going to get? We could get some new faces in new places, new matches, new whatever. I don't know. It's a weird thing. John Cena and The Rock were back on SmackDown. What year is this?
Wait till Austin shows back up.
Oh man. I don't know. Hey, Austin had a WrestleMania match, so
Yeah, get Austin back in here.
If that happens, then I might start drinking again.
They did hint at it, but think they did. He said
he did say something about Austin. He did.
Yeah,
Rock did name drop Austin, playing off of Austin Theory's name. So I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to not know what year we're living in right now.
Just bring back all the old people.
Everything, just everybody.
At Kane, Undertaker, all of them.
Oh man,
let's bring it all back.
It's a very slow moving, knee bent. I mean, people will show up for it. People are here for it.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, people are here. The roof will blow off without a doubt for it, because
the nostalgia purpose is what really is getting people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
who knows? So, maybe who knows who'll pop up next?
Mick Foley.
Oh man,
he ain't gotta do nothing.
Just you hear that car crash.
That's
for the entrance theme, and then the crowd goes in, and Mick shows up, do another rock and sock connection,
and that's it.
Yeah, and then walk away. All right, we're fantasy booking again, so officially, we're going to end this one here, and we will guys see you guys next time on the Buried in Booking podcast. Please like, share, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. Check us out on YouTube, wherever you like to get your ear candies in, Spotify, wherever you like. And we will next time.